Welcome back to the base.
Welcome back to the Basement Yard. Frank, how's it going?
Good.
Why do you look like a female tennis player? You look like...
You don't like the headband?
You look like... Dude, you look like a female tennis player.
You know what? That's a compliment. I will take that.
Women's tennis player?
Women's tennis.
I don't know how.
Yeah, don't
which
say.
one
You might have just offended.
I'm not one of
couple.
those guys
You
that
might
says
have,
that.
like, oh, let me guess. You want me to call you Starla now?
No. What?
Just like one of those people that just like, oh, I'm not gonna call anyone different from what I've been calling them.
Oh, no. Yeah,
And it's
no.
like women, female.
Starla? No, because, like, I think it's weird when guys say that sometimes when they're like, females, and I'm like, it's just a weird way to describe.
Well, I think
Are
it's
we talking about, like, species?
I think it's when like, I'm kind of picking up.
Like, yo, females are crazy.
Yeah,
It's like,
and that's what I think you're
just
picking.
say women.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and I know why it bothers you because the person will be like, "Damn, I love me a female," and it's like, all right, like
She's like, yo, what are you, a deer?
you're really, like you're really fucking breaking the mold
Love
here.
a good female.
Yeah,
Which,
it's-
speaking of, bunch of females on.
Bunch of naked ladies. Well, they're not naked.
No, they're bathing.
They're bathed.
Bathing suited ladies on your shirt.
They are bathing suited ladies.
Where'd
yeah.
you get that?
This was a gift
From
my
my dad? Like,
no.
where'd you get it? Like, where'd you get it?
No, it was from my brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Should I have taken this as like they hate me?
No, I think it's a cool shirt.
It
I
is.
like
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
No, I do like
It
the
fits
shirt.
well. I look kind of yoked in it.
Well.
Definitely don't.
Okay.
But I was thinking when I was putting this shirt on today, remember how like guys would get like old like sailor men or like men in jail in the 60s?
Sailors would have been fine.
Yeah, that one.
Sailor
men would get like the pinup girl tattooed on their arm.
Yeah.
Be like, this is my, or they'd get it here and they'd be like, look at her dance.
Yeah. And,
They'd fucking shake it.
and she'd have her like her pussy out. And it would be like hairy.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I never saw hairy pussy tattoos.
I have been on weird parts of the internet. So
Is that on a part of the internet?
yeah, you could definitely find. I've seen tattoos of dudes getting like women's legs coming out of their belly buttons, so it looks like a fucking open.
Just
hole.
like a poop hole.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Well, that's more. I mean,
That too, or like a cow's ass. It looks like a cow's ass.
I've never seen those, and I would
Seen 'em.
I would be very, very upset if I did. Like, I've never seen like grotesque. I think like I was in like 6th grade where I was like, yo, you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get ladies' legs up and down. Like,
That's
the
what
side.
it was. You know what? That's what.
And let me tell you, very dumb.
Yeah. This. But then it would look like a.
It would look gross.
hairy bush.
It would look really like a fucking prepubescent vagina with like just like 12 long
I
hairs.
think that you just said you put like 1,000 P's.
Prepubescent.
Prepubescent.
Yeah, but I never understood why they'd get that.
Me neither.
Was
But
it like to jerk off to?
probably of like, oh look, this is Darla.
There's Darla again.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
just like looking at it, just like,
yeah, I don't know about all that.
and she's dancing and shit like that.
But people used to get weird. Remember, like, I mean, Popeye had one, but like just like an anchor. It's like, what do we?
I think again, that's the sailor man.
Because you were on a boat.
I think it's exactly. It's like, oh, I need to remind people that like my whole personality is about the fact that I was on a boat once.
The anchor holds me down,
It's like we know
keeps me grounded.
we know someone that got like a fucking octopus, and I've never heard of this person caring about the ocean ever.
An octopus.
Yeah, I won't say their name because they might be in a federal position.
What the?
But they
fuck
just got
are
like
you
a fucking like big ass octopus on their arm and chest, and it's so stupid.
I'm not a big octopi kind of guy.
Octopi are really good to eat. I've never known one.
Oh yeah, I'll crush a.
You crush an octopus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never got the whole.
Dude, what is it with sailors? They got weird tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for like
Potty mouth.
potty mouth, and also like fucking women in every city. That like who are these men?
Well, I think it's like any port has a dock, isn't it? Is that what they say?
Every port has a hole. No, what was it? Every port.
Port has a
Any port in a storm.
any.
Yo, what are we saying?
We were kind of close. Any port in a storm. I mean, I guess that
I
makes.
said any port has a hole.
You know what, Joey? Technically, I think you might be right.
I think I'm not wrong.
You can find a hole in a port. It's just how big that hole is.
Yeah, I don't think I'm right, but I don't think I'm wrong.
You're definitely not.
You
You
know?
got the terminology all fucked up.
Any port in a storm.
I guess that makes sense. If there's a storm, you want to get to a port real quick. And if you're having a horny storm,
Just pull into anything.
just find any port
Yeah.
and just dock your boat in it.
Yeah. tie it up. You know what I mean?
Well, that one,
That's
careful.
pretty-
That one might be a little.
not the port.
Not the
tie
port.
your boat up.
So the girl, I assume,
She is the
or
port.
the boy's butthole, is the port.
You think sailors were slamming each other?
I think sailors fucking.
Apparently, like pirates, like I had made a comment about like they had to have been gay, like being on.
Yeah, we talked about that a while ago.
And then someone DM'd me and was like, "Yo, for real, like they're known to have like crazy."
Pirates are just so gay.
Well, not like so, but I think that they're like in the way that you go to prison and you make sacrifices.
I guess.
You know?
I get. I mean,
Or you are sacrificed.
yeah, any port in a storm.
Any port in a
They were
prison.
hitting a lot of.
Any cell in a prison.
They were hitting a lot of storms out there on the open sea. Yeah. You know,
In between robbing folks and
yeah, just like what were they doing with all that booty? You know what I mean?
what is that?
I think booty is just something valuable to them.
Like treasure, like booty.
Ah,
Oh yeah, but then there's the poop deck.
There's
Lot of butt.
a lot of butt stuff on. Well, now we know
Yes.
that the men sailors were like it was like red beard, blue cock, and fucking black beard. They were all
That's
just going to
true.
town on each other.
Yeah. And then also there's like the stern, which is like
Well, I know there's the bow, the stern.
wait, bow sounds like bowels.
That sounds like a 2012 Joe Santagato TV.
yeah, that sounds like that sounds like bowels. So we're back to butt.
No, I think the bow is the front of the boat.
Well, I mean, just saying.
No. I think I know this.
Oh, well, you're saying that definitively, but also saying I think, and I don't know how to read that.
I have my boater's license.
Yeah, but all you have to do is take a written test.
No, you have to take a class,
Well,
which we cheated hard at, by the way.
Espo told me, he's like, you just take a test.
We had in the state of Connecticut, we had a guy come to the lake, and he taught the class to everyone. He was like, "All right, take the test," and like left, and we were all like, "So let's help each other pass."
Yeah.
And it was like his grandma and me, like just like fucking sharing secrets. But the bow, I think, is the front,
Okay, where's starboard?
to the right, and I remember because it's port and starboard. Why? Starboard. It's port and starboard. I said that like the guy from Men in Black. So there's port.
It's like roaches in his mouth.
Yeah. Your neck. Starboard. Played by Vincent D'Onofrio. Do you know that? The guy that played
Really?
Kingpin and Daredevil, and he was on.
Recently, I
Law
saw
and
some.
Order?
Oh, you know what I didn't know he was in? He was fucking.
Private Pile.
Yeah, I had no idea.
He was sucking a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah, he was.
Listen, I know it was a mean thing to say, but that's one of the funniest lines I've ever heard
amazing.
in my entire life. He's
Also-
like, "You gay Private Pile? No, sir. Bullshit. You
Yeah.
can suck a golf ball through a garden hose."
That's crazy.
Incredible. But port and starboard, I remember port is left because port and left have the same amount of letters,
Gotcha.
and starboard is the right.
Because it has more letters.
Yeah. So when they go, oh, yeah, we go. I don't know why they're British on the sea.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's better.
We've got a good old fish on the port.
Also, no one sounds like that. So, like, pirates just, like, made up their own accents out
No,
there?
I think-
How bored were they?
I think they did. I think they were like from like.
like, they're almost like, they're giggly men.
They were very.
Pirates are mad giggly.
And
They're
they
always
also.
like,
Have you ever heard like their like shanties? They make no sense.
but they're fire.
And they are super fired. It's like, hardy on the way to deport and on the flay.
Yeah, and
Like,
you're
what's
like,
that?
Yeah, like, what are we saying,
They
guys?
do sound pretty good.
They do have good songs. So they were like very musical. They experimented. They were very bicurious.
They were, honestly,
Robbing. They covered all bases.
they did cover
had
all
their
bases.
own accent.
They would just like plunder, which is a cool word.
What is that again?
I think it's like when you just take a lot.
I thought plundering was like forceful entry.
I do think that like you're not taking something with consent when you plunder.
Yeah, I know.
But you're definitely like it's not as aggressive as like a pillage, you know?
Well, what does that mean?
I think like you always hear like pillage, like rape and pillage,
Yeah.
which bad things. I think like that just goes in.
Well, yeah. We know what.
Are you looking this up?
I'm looking up what pillage means.
All right. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to guess this. Pillage is like the same as plunder. To just like aggressively take.
It's using violence, especially
Yes.
in wartime.
Yes. Okay, I was right.
And then what was the other one? Plunder.
Plundo.
Plundo. Plunder means to steal goods from a person or place.
Okay.
Typically using force and in a time of war or civil disorder.
Pretty similar to pillage.
So if there's war going on, if there's war afoot,
If you steal during a war, you're plundering or pillaging.
got it. Why do we call it rioting then? Let's just call it plundering.
Well, because rioting doesn't necessarily mean you're taking something. It means you're just fucking
oh,
destroying
no, I mean
shit.
looting.
Looting, I think, just another cool word.
No, I think it's less cool than plundering. It's like, oh,
Loot?
There was 80 people plundering.
There are more rap songs about loot than there are about plunder or pillaging. Put it like that.
Well, yeah, that I know.
You know, give me the loot.
Yes, it's a great song. That's it.
The other ones.
No, I mean, I think that we should get rid of looting and we should replace it back with plundering.
Plundering, I agree. Like how if like on Fox News and they were like, those thugs are out there just plundering the city.
They're plundering the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
And you're like, that sounds kind of
Honestly,
crazy.
I would like. Of course, I'm not a big Fox News fan as it is. I'm not a big media fan as it is. But like, I would definitely watch more if they use the term plunder and pillage.
I think if we let pirates do the news, we'd see an uptick in awareness.
You know, because they're very straightforward. You know, and they're just like they're pillaging and taking Djibouti. It would be really like they would not.
There'd be birds flying around.
Like there'd be a fucking cockatoo on his
There'd be
shoulder.
one guy, there would be a guy behind him who's got one eye, no eye patch, and he's just he's just like
just sharpening a like a broadsword.
there's just bananas and random fruit about.
And just like big rope fucking crates like hanging above, you know what I mean? Like at any point in time, so we can just slice the thing and go up.
So we're gonna
They're like,
we're gonna cut to old Silver Beard for the traffic. He's in a crow's nest of a ship.
I can see down upon ye yonder.
He's got this thing.
Hold on, let me get a better look. And he just fucking extends it.
Your pirate accent's insane. Well,
That's the biggest sense. And he's like, all right, back to ye at the disc. And he holds a rope, slices something, and it just goes up.
Oh my god. Dude, the pirate news.
The pirate news? Let's start it.
At least for the sea.
I would
Also, like, you know, there's like air traffic control. Bro, if there's like a sea version, which I
there-
assume there
the
is.
Port Authority. I mean, and that and the Coast Guard. I know, like,
Coast Guard, you should have to talk in a pirate accent. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, well,
at least on Halloween.
I'll tell you, I worked with when I was in college. I worked with like the ROTC. I didn't go to ROTC, but I worked with their office on campus. Yeah, salute me in your fucking green beret right now. And by the way, we'll talk about your green corduroy hat in a little bit. But it was like a fucking like antagonistic term that people in the services would call the Coast Guard puddle pirates.
Okay.
So I would think that lean into it. Like, how cool would it be? You know how you see like all these commercials like join the Navy, be brave, join the Army, be the elite, and then the Coast Guard is like, hey, it's I.
Come get your sea legs. That'd be nice.
Just fucking jump on kelp and come find a booty.
Oh my god.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
Yo, that really killed me.
Make me join.
I'd watch you do it, apparently.
I think I need to be a pirate for Halloween this year.
Yeah, you do.
I'll start. I got the hair.
100%.
I just need to start growing the facial hair now.
Oh, fuck my face. Not fuck my face. I meant like fuck, comma, my face
My
hurts.
face hurts. Don't fuck his face.
How, yeah, please.
Do you think they were doing any like mouth stuff as pirates? Because like I would imagine that was like just like uncharted territory.
What are you talking about?
Just like mouth stuff with like, you know, down there. Because they didn't shave.
Well, like blows and hinge.
Blows you.
No, I don't think anyone was shaving back then.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think like having pubes was like it was like, oh, I'm royalty.
Oh,
you know, like when you were fat, it was like, yo, this person's mad rich.
Mad rich.
But if they have mad pubes, you're like, yo.
I would say the opposite. Races were probably expensive.
Yeah, but no.
Do you think they had like if there was like the red beard, a black beard, and then like another term of like power would be like, oh, that's Firebush.
Oh yeah, man, yo, that sounds scary.
Wouldn't you? Like I'm saying, like you hear Redbeard's coming,
And you're like,
Blackbeard's coming.
that's scary.
Kind of racist too. Like if you're afraid of that. And then if you hear like,
African American.
yeah, Afro beard, it's like, but then there's Firebush.
Yeah, and you're like,
Fucking terrifying.
yeah. That is not.
You know, crab cock. That's pirate crab cock over there.
Wait, what's crab cock?
I don't know, just another term. I'm thinking of.
They were probably all covered in like crabs and shit.
Oh, I would say barnacles.
Like fevers. A lot of fevers.
Every picture when I close my eyes and think of a pirate, I just see Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, but I like.
Just like they have barnacles growing on their neck.
Oh, like
And like one hand is a sharp claw.
Yeah. Dude, I love that back in the day, they would do someone loses their hand and they're like, just put a claw on it.
Oh no, they're just like just shove a stick in it. It's like they have a stump.
They're like,
Yeah, they have a stump, just like shove a stick in it, and they walk around just like with a fucking.
with their leg gets blown off by a cannonball and it's like, I don't know, dude, tie a stick
I
around
never
his leg.
understood like using cannonballs because like there's no science behind that. You're just throwing a big ass piece of metal.
Well, yeah, if you throw it at a wooden ship, though, you could make holes in it and it'll
But like,
sink.
how shitty do you need to be as a captain if you get hit by one of those? Like, if you see it coming, you're just like, oh.
Are you familiar with how to drive a wooden ship?
I can say.
You can't get out of the way of anything.
I can say I'm not.
The thing's coming in the air. You think it should be like, oh, okay.
Well, like
Things has to like.
throw like like if someone's like throwing something at you, throw something out. Like shoot a cannonball at the cannonball then to like get it out the way. Just like fucking.
Frankie, we just discussed how these people were shoving sticks into legs because that's what they thought was like the most efficient way to take care of it. You think they could shoot a cannonball out of
I
the
don't
sky?
know. I don't know.
No,
This is what I'm saying.
I know. I know this.
I don't know.
I think everybody knows.
I would
I think-
argue.
No, I think
Oh,
that
I can't hear
everyone knows.
myself that well. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is
I'm out of one ear. There we go. We're good.
oh God.
I would say that they're not doing that.
Yeah, no.
I would say they are doing it. I would argue. I would love to. When were pirates?
When?
Yeah.
Wait, weren't there like? They're still pirates.
Yeah,
Small
they're like
pirates?
scary ones now, but like back then they were like the cool ones that we have movies about.
Oh, they were definitely terrorizing people and scary.
Well, they were scary, but like you would see them show up with like gold chains and like frilly jackets and shit like that. You wouldn't be afraid of them. You'd be like, oh my god.
Oh, now,
Now,
yo, if that
now if you see a pirate, big fat problem.
yeah, but if I saw like Pirates of the Caribbean type of pirate, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say that
It's
still
shot
existed.
up and it's like
Yeah, and they're all hammered and
Yeah.
like they're all like covered in like
Makeup.
grease or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if that existed, I would really think about it. I would really honestly think about it a lot. Like if I would probably join up.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you wanted, like back then, you had to be like born into piracy. Now, you can like what's the harm in being a pirate? Like now, like instead of like don't do crimes, just like be on the water, just like
That's it.
just drinking rum.
No, you're not a pirate unless you're robbing. Like you got to like commandeer
Robbing.
ships.
I was like, who the fuck is robbing?
No. Like you're robbing and
Just like robbing,
you know,
plundering
you're
and pillaging.
pillaging. Yeah.
I get that.
You have to do that. You have to
But
rob.
like, what if you just like make it a fun thing, like for kids? Like just go to like an island and just like bury something, and then like be like, we're just gonna be pirates.
I mean, this is Easter, dude. That you're describing. You're describing Easter.
not Easter. You bury stuff on Easter?
Well, not my parents, but some people they had parents who like would.
Who the fuck is burying stuff on Easter? They just put it in stuff. Like they'll throw an egg in like a fucking like patch of flowers.
Did you guys do eggs? Or you have like a different Greek thing?
Well, we did
The
you
Greek
know,
fighting.
the Greek American fusion. Which yes, we did the egg fighting. We've
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
you know Christos Anesti and the Sasios Anesti. And
so wrong,
It
right?
is very wrong. But then we would also do like the normal stuff, like baskets.
Okay,
and
so-
like egg hunts.
So like the egg hunts, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would your parents put in these eggs?
Well, from what I remember, and I'm sure my parents will hear this and be like, "Oh, you had such a rough childhood." It wasn't like my parents that would do it. We would go to like a family member's house because we didn't. Where were they gonna fucking hide it? In the lawn, like that we didn't have.
Yeah, you didn't have a lawn.
You know, on the concrete slab in front of my house.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
in,
like
in the
throughout the
alleyway,
house.
in the alleyway next to the fucking used condom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you imagine?
Yeah.
But they would put like Some would have candy. Some would have quarters, nickels, dimes.
Dude, yeah, right? Okay, because I thought I grew up way more poor than I did. When I hear people talk about Easter and they're like, "Oh, Nana, she puts
Go back.
First of all, that's literally lyrics from a Trey Songz fucking song. Oh, Nana. No, but like she's like, oh, my Nana would like hide
Yeah.
$100 bills, and I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, who's your grandma?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I've seen.
My mom would put like a jelly bean in the yellow ones, and then fucking like, maybe we'd get 37 cents in one.
It's
It'd be like,
that would be cool.
Or
There
sometimes-
Miles's grandmother from his father's side. She did like an Easter egg hunt for him and put like $5 bills in some of them, 20s, and I was like, God damn,
dude, if I ever found a $5 bill, I would just be like, I'm
that
out.
would change the game.
I'd probably try to move out.
I would be like, oh my God, this is a fun Easter egg hunt. $5 bill. Be like, I'm finding every
Get
fucking
the fuck
egg
out of my way.
in my yard.
My mom used to also, which this is just good parenting, but my parents used to put these things in those are like, I don't know when else they would do it, but Easter, for instance, they would have these little notes and they'd be like coupons.
Oh,
So they would be like, oh, you don't have to do the chores. Or it's
Oh,
like,
that's cute.
Oh, you get to designate a family game night. Or
that's
something
cute.
like
That's
that.
cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Not money though, bitch.
No, here's my dollar bill. y'all.
Dollar cash rules everything around me, ma.
I did that. I got that for like Father's Day. I got a coupon book, and it was like, "We'll mow the lawn. We'll do the dishes." It's like, no, you fucking won't.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
You
do
know
any
you
of
ain't
this.
gonna fucking do it.
You're not gonna mow the lawn.
But what I have seen is, like when we get like the nieces and nephews together, they color coordinate the eggs, which is smart, really smart.
In what way?
It'll be like all the orange eggs are for Miles, all the green ones are for James.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
I think it's smart.
It's a competition, Frank.
But that's why I don't love it.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone needs the same amount of eggs. Fuck no.
No.
Get your same thing where it was like piñatas, bro. If you were not under that piñata when it broke, you ain't getting a goddamn thing.
You're not getting it.
No, I'll tell you what you're getting. You're getting the lemon Jolly Rancher.
Ugh.
And the
Oh my God.
and the Toblerones that are in that son of a bitch.
Toblerone. Wow.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Fucking 1948.
Yeah. I've never even. I don't even know what it tastes like.
I've never had a Toblerone or a Charleston Chew.
I've had a. What?
I've never had a Charleston
You've never
Chew.
had a Charleston Chew?
No, because I'm not a fucking old timey dancer.
Dude,
Why would I want a Charleston Chew? Like,
dude, listen. You gotta have a Charleston Chew. You
No, I
gotta
don't.
freeze them though. You gotta freeze them.
you and your family's obsession with freezing candy makes no fucking sense.
We freeze chocolate.
Everything. You would go to like a normal person's house and open the freezer, and it would be like fucking like frozen, like fish sticks. And ice and like other like legitimately understandable frozen things. You open Joey's, it was Kit Kat, Snickers, Charleston Chews, fucking Hershey's Kisses. You don't enjoy the candy that way. You just bite it and sacrifice
No.
your teeth.
No, you gotta let it melt, baby.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Dude,
want.
and Charleston Chews, bro. Charleston Chews don't even like get like super hard.
Are they chocolate?
Yeah.
They become rocks then.
But then no, they're not like full chocolate. There's like I think it's like marshmallow in it.
Oh,
It's mostly marshmallow.
hard.
Yeah, but not hard.
Hard.
No, just harder than
No,
soft.
no, it's
harder
hard.
than soft.
I hate that. I hate that so much. It makes no fucking sense to me.
You know what I hate? Actually, my mom or my sister would buy Milky Ways, and then she would freeze those, and I'm like,
you ruin it.
Yeah, like now you can't eat it.
Yeah, now you're biting into fucking cement.
Yeah, you said that.
I said it exactly how I wanted to say
You
it.
said it
They're
like
my words. Let me say them the way I fucking want to.
you got it.
But I never, ever understood that. The only thing that I snack on that's in the freezer is fucking ice, and even then, it's very rare.
Snack on ice? Would you just have your tonsils taken out?
No, I love ice.
The fuck?
You never snack on ice? Just like a nice like crunchy ice.
If I had like a glass of water, like sure.
No,
I'm
no,
not just
no.
gonna like go out of my way and be like, I'm just gonna have some ice.
fill a cup with ice and just chew on it. It's great. I love it.
It's so weird.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like
Can I ask you something? I'm glad we're talking about this.
Oh, no.
We're ready to talk. I need to know if what I did was weird or fucked up.
oh no. It's a train.
Train's here.
Yeah.
Time to go.
It's time to go. All right. All right, so before we go any further, we do have some sponsors for today, starting with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is online counseling. You can start communicating just under 48 hours with a licensed professional. During the pandemic, a lot of people wanted to try therapy. I was one of them. I've been in therapy ever since, and it's very helpful, I think. So I recommend it for everyone in the world. And if you want to dip your toe into the world of therapy, you can use BetterHelp. Like I said, you can start communicating just under 48 hours, and they also make it very seamless to transfer to therapist to find the right fit for you. You can schedule calls or video chat or text or whatever you want to be talking to your therapist. Also, it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is also available, which is great. And on top of that, our podcast listeners can get 10% off of your first month by going to betterhelp.com/yard. That is betterhelp.com/yard to get 10% off of your first month of therapy. Okay, so go check it out. Betterhelp.com/yard, 10% off your first month. Next here, also a way of taking care of your body is with Liquid IV. Okay, it's keeping you energized, it's keeping you healthy, and it's keeping you hydrated as well. They have a bunch of different products. I love all of them. Big Liquid IV fan. I have them all the time. Like, I would say every other day I just pop one for no reason. But usually, like, if I know I'm going out drinking, I'll drink one like before I go out, and in the morning I'll have another one. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like, whatever. It hydrates faster, more efficiently than water alone. And all you do is, like, you take this packet, you open it up, it's a powder, and you put it in a glass of water, mix it up, boom, you're good. And it contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. All right, all in this little packet. So it's great. Like I said, it hydrates you quicker and more efficiently than water does. On top of that, they're on a mission to change the world. They've donated 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. They're donating to hospitals, first responders, and everything. They've donated over 11 million servings globally, which is wild. Also, you can get this nationwide at Costco, but if you don't live near a Costco or you don't want to go into a store, you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code BASEMENT at checkout. That is liquidiv.com and use the code BASEMENT at checkout for 25% off. And look, they have great flavors. Like, they all taste good. I love it. They have watermelon, strawberry, lemon lime. Lemon lime is actually like my favorite. I don't know why, but it just is. I just like it. It reminds me of a different kind of drink that I'm not going to say, but it's really good. So go check them out. Again, that is liquidiv.com and use the code BASEMENT at checkout for 25% off. And lastly here, we have stamps.com. This is, great for small businesses or anyone trying to ship anything out. Stamps.com brings the same U.S. postal and UPS shipping services right to your computer. You can do it at any time. You could be in your underwear at 3 a.m. You're going to be printing out postage, whatever you need for any class of mail, any package, whatever you want. All you need is a printer, computer. Boom, you got it. Stamps.com, you can print it at any time. Also, it's saving you time and money because they offer you deals that you can't get anywhere else, like 40% off USPS and up to 66% off UPS shipping rates. So it's great. And with their Switch and Save feature, you can quickly compare carriers to find the best rates every single time. All right, so if you're going to be shipping stuff, you're going to want to be using Stamps.com, and you're going to want to be using our code because with the code, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale, no long-term commitments or contracts, no risk or anything like that. The code is BASEMENT. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, type in BASEMENT, and there you go. All right, so again, it's Stamps.com, click on the microphone on the top of the homepage, and then type in BASEMENT, and you will get the 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale, okay? So go check them out, and that is all the sponsors for today. Thank you, guys.
So, pest control came. That mouse, that son of a bitch. I laid down a bunch of traps, not a damn thing worked.
What kind of traps? Did you get like the old Tom and Jerry ones?
No, I didn't. I got some cool looking new ones. Useless. Don't fucking get them.
Glue traps?
I also then went out, bought some more traps. Glue traps.
Glue traps. In my old apartment, there was a mouse. When I first moved in, I put a glue trap in the bathroom.
You stepped in it.
No. It caught the mouse.
Uh-huh.
And I opened the door in the morning. It was like 6 a.m. I go to take a piss. And I see the mouse, and it's like struggling to get off of it. First of all, I opened the door, and I saw it on there, and I screamed very loud.
Yeah,
I was like,
course.
"Whoa!" And then I saw it.
One more time.
Literally, it's probably that. And I opened the door and I'm like, oh God. And like, I was so sad because I was like, what have I done?
You've killed it.
Yeah, like, and this is like, it wasn't a big, fat,
Little boy.
like wise mouse.
Yeah.
It was like a baby kind of. And I was like, fuck, dude, like whatever. So I didn't have the heart to walk over to it, especially because it was moving. And I was like,
So you got a new apartment.
I shut the door and I left it there for like 5 days and just used the other bathroom.
Of course you did.
And then I walked in when I was like,
It's got to be dead. Was it?
It was dead.
It was very dead.
And I threw it out, and I like really tried not to cry because I was like, "Fucking
damn, you killed a life."
Yo, it really hurt me so much because
Well,
I
like,
love animals, bro.
I know. I
But
feel bad when I check the trap.
Insects, though, fucking feel nothing.
I'm
for
kind
that.
of I'm kind of the opposite. I'll save an insect before I save a mouse. Because the mouse will come back. The insect is just like, it has no fucking clue what it's doing.
Mice are cute and they're like furry. Like yo, I literally could take like spiders, cockroaches, crickets, praying mantises, anything, put it all in a microwave, set it to 100, sit in a chair with popcorn, and just watch what happens.
No, I care more about bugs than I do mice. Because mice, like, they carry diseases and shit. They're coming into your house, they're shitting and pissing all over everything, which this thing is fucking doing to me right now, and it's pissing me off.
Well, yeah, I mean, poop.
But
is not.
we haven't had issues with bugs lately because we have, like, a family of praying mantises that live in our backyard. So, like, as soon as you open the sliding door, you look up to your right, there's a light fixture, there's a praying mantis on it all the fucking time.
Aren't they like endangered?
They were. They're cool now. They're, like, fucking happy as shit now.
Nice.
But, like, this thing, like, no bugs are coming in because that thing just fucking catches them. But let me ask you if I'm wrong here.
Religious bug. Go ahead.
So, Becca, I'm working yesterday, and Becca's like, hey, the water guy's here. Do you want to come? And I'm like, fucking water guy's here. She's like, yeah, he's here. He's in the basement. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember. And she told me afterward that she's like, oh, I told you about this. I didn't fucking remember. Mm-hmm. Okay? I go downstairs. Water guy is like, hey, I'm just fixing, I'm changing the meter out. We have to do it every so often, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. Can I see some ID? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he hands me ID. I'm like, okay, do you guys come normally? He goes, no, only if we arrange for a meeting. I was like, do you have an order or something? And he's like, no. So I go upstairs, and I'm like, well, I asked the guy before I go upstairs. I'm like, how did you get here? Well, not how, like, he drove, duh. Yeah. But, like,
how did you end up here?
I wouldn't have been here if I didn't have someone made an appointment with me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go ask Becca. I'm like, did you make an appointment? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. She's like, I told you. She's like, all right, I don't remember. She's like, why? I was like, oh, I asked him for his ID. And she's like, you asked him for his ID? That's so, I think she used a term that's, she's like, that's so embarrassing. And I'm like, wait. Why is this? And she was like, don't get defensive. I'm like, I'm not getting defensive. Why is what I did wrong? And maybe you can help me here. Maybe side with me because you're my best friend.
Okay.
Or side with her because she maybe is right.
She's a female.
Yeah, gotcha. What's wrong with that? The guy comes to my house. I want to see some fucking ID. Like, anyone could hijack this fucking truck and drive it and just be like, yeah, it's me, the water guy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I mean, I would probably never ask that. I would have probably asked Becca first. I would have been like, yo, did you...
I was in our room on the phone with someone for work, and she just comes in and she's like, the water guy's here. He's downstairs. So I don't...
The water guy.
There's instantly someone in our house. So, like, it's not like, go meet him at the door and ask Becca on the way.
I would have just been under the assumption that this is like, it would be like Con Ed. Like, they just show up.
But I don't know.
See, like...
How many times have you heard people getting scammed like that?
Yeah. Right.
My eye just went.
The Con Ed guys, whenever I would let them into my mom's house, I would just shadow them.
Well, then I felt bad because he's in our basement, which has all of my collectibles and video games. So I'm like, I need to go downstairs and talk to this guy and, like, not make it seem like I'm watching him. Because then I feel like I already asked him for his ID. He did his part.
He probably was like, what the fuck?
This guy, I thought he was going to steal.
Who do you know here, bud?
Yeah, it's like a frat star at the door.
She's like, yo, who do you...
$10 a cup unless you know fucking someone here. Who?
$10 a cup.
But was I wrong for asking for his ID?
I think it's a little turbo, but I don't think it was, like, embarrassing.
What?
Turbo?
Is that being used as an adjective now?
I did just now.
So what does it mean to be turbo? Because honestly, it sounds awesome,
Well,
and I kind of want to be.
I just mean, like, it's like supercharged. Like, it's like a overly, like, I don't think it's embarrassing behavior, but it's definitely like a few steps of what I would have done. I probably would just been like,
If someone shows up to your house
Yeah.
and is like, I'm here to change your water meter. I need to come into your home,
Again,
into your basement.
I'm completely under the assumption that it would be like Con Ed, who just shows up.
Yes, but even then, like you need to be like, oh, if someone's just, it's me, Con Ed, I'm here. You're just gonna be like, oh, come on in, or you're gonna be like, dude, I need, like, let me see.
I've done that so many times. You have no
Okay,
idea.
big fat problem there.
If they have a flashlight, I'm just gonna trust it.
So that just
You
like
know?
those guys that snuck into something carrying a ladder, like
That is the most genius video I've ever seen in my
very,
life.
very smart.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, there was a video of these two kids. It was like, I think some prank YouTube channel or some shit. I don't know. But they were getting into all these venues by just having a ladder. So they would just like dress pretty normally.
They put on like a high vis vest and a
Yeah.
ladder, and then they were just like, oh, he's got
They'd be walking up, and people would just open the doors and let them in, and they would just get in everywhere.
very
dude.
smart, but also that's not great either.
Yeah, but it's
kind of
also-
exploiting our
Dude,
security issues.
It's just confidence, just to get you in there. And
It's
do that.
I understand like there's a
Back to
level.
what you were talking about the fucking about crashing weddings. You just need to be confident.
I understand it's the comment, but also I guess on your part is you need to have a little bit of just like trust in them. Like there's a little bit of naivete that comes with it. Like, oh, I trust you. I have no problem letting you in, but like don't fuck me.
Yeah, I watch them. I don't just like leave them like, yeah, kick your feet up. Like I'll go down there and I'll like be with them.
I went down with the guy. Like I left him for a few minutes, and then I started getting in my own head like, oh fuck, like maybe because the ID was a little like tattered. It looked like a little old, and it was from like 2011.
He's been in the game.
He's been doing the stuff for a while. So I went down. I was like, sure you don't want coffee, tea? We just moved here. How does the water work? Like I was asking the dumbest questions just to stay there, and I just started to feel bad a little bit. But like also
You
like
feel bad that you were like fucking.
I guess it's like
drilling them.
Is it wrong to like want to ask this guy for fucking ID if he's coming into my house?
Yeah, I don't think it's like wrong that you're asking this guy for ID, but like I don't know. I'm also like way more like when I'm shopping, I don't ask for help with like retail. Like I don't like if I can't find something.
This isn't lining up.
No, but I'm saying like I'm shy to like ask questions to people for shit like this.
Oh, you'll just be like, yeah.
No, like
Yeah, okay.
So if I'm in a store and I'm looking for like, you know, a black sweater or something, right? If I can't find the black sweater in the sweater section, I'm not going to go, hey, do you guys have black sweaters? Like, I probably won't do that.
Really? Oh, I'm definitely.
I'll only do it like maybe 55% of the time. If I really need to, I will, but
You'll hate you. I know you will hate this about me. I'm the one that'll like. The other day, I was looking for something in Target and I couldn't find it, and I went up to the guy and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm looking for this. It might be over there, but I might just be a fucking idiot at looking for things." You know what I mean? And at that point, like I'm like one of those where like I tend to be like overly friendly with people that work retail because I get how fucking awful it could be.
Yeah.
But I'm the other end. Well, I don't care. I'll ask anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just have like...
I think I did the right thing.
I have like weird... I don't know. Like, I don't mind doing that. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I can't, like, I'm embarrassed or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to bother people. That's how I feel like I'm bothering someone.
I don't mind being a bother to people that I don't care about. Like, hey, sorry, Mr. Water Guy, sorry if I was a bother at. But, like, I do not want to be a bother to, like, my friends and family. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck what the water guy knows or cares about me because it's like, I'll never see him again. And if I do, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, he'll be back. Unannounced, apparently.
In 10 years, unannounced. Yeah, apparently.
Every 10 years. The other day, I also had like this weird run-in with this old guy. I don't know why I said run-in. Like
Yeah.
I ran into my nemesis. Who's like, oh
Appar-
God.
Apparently, this guy and you have some history.
Yeah, no, I was just walking to my apartment, and there's like that little park thing behind here that has like steps, and there was an older man walking ahead of me, and he was wearing black pants, black shoes, black belt,
of course,
and then a black button down with short sleeves. So I'm like,
this guy's upset about
yeah,
something.
Well, yeah, I was like, oh, this like obvious, priest is just having a holy stroll or whatever. And like I'm walking Charlie, and then Charlie like
Walking Charlie, that's the name of your dog. That's not like a walking having a pee with a big cock or something.
No.
That'd be a cool terminology. Like I was just walking Charlie all day.
You're not wearing underwear. You walking Charlie right now?
Yeah.
No, so So I'm walking Charlie, and I walk by the guy, and Charlie like sniffs him or whatever, and he's like, and like he was a little ahead of me, so I stopped, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Father." The guy wasn't a priest.
Oh.
So I was like, and then he just like looked at me, and he didn't really even say anything, but.
You had a holy
like,
moment with him.
Well, no, apparently not. He's just an old man who was
An
wearing
old
all
regular-
black.
Old regular guy just
Might
wearing
be
all
a
black.
widow or something. Can men be widows?
Widowers are what men are called. Widows are the female version. It's when if you're a female and your partner dies, you're a widow. If you're male and your partner dies, you're a widower.
Oh my God, I thought widower was like the thing that made you a widow. Like
the car crash.
Or like a murderer.
Gotcha.
Like-
That's
like-
kind of fucking. That would be like that would be the
He's
widow.
the
That's the
widower.
widow maker.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the widow. I think that's what it's called. I think it's like I'm the widow maker.
Yo, this is a very bad moment in my life. Like I literally thought that.
So you thought that like if I kill you,
You're the
your
widower.
significant other is the widow and I'm the widower.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though. Honestly, I think that's a cooler.
We
like,
definitely shouldn't change that because I feel like that would incentivize people because it is a cool name.
Yeah, you're called a dumb fuck if you're the person that does it. But
I thought a
I think
widower-
maybe they'll be called like the Black Widow, because the Black Widow's a dangerous little Spidey. So like the widow is the partner of the dead person, and then the person that did it is the Black Widow. That would be cool, but also we don't want to incentivize killing people by any means.
Yeah, so I had to run in with a priest.
I will say though,
There was actually a priest in our neighborhood.
yeah, he got pinched.
He got pinched. He got pinched for sure. There was a priest in the church that
I lived across the street from,
Roger that,
and that we would play in.
we would play in it all
We
the
wouldn't
time.
play in the priest. We would play in the.
No, we would not play inside of the priest
We would play in the parking lot
of the church.
where he was holy.
Yeah, where he like chilled.
Was being holy.
Yeah, where he
He did his
expressed.
holy day.
He expressed his
Anything a priest does, just put the term "holy" in front of it.
Yeah,
Just like like
holy food shop.
holy food shop, holy breakfast.
Yeah, But he, my sister sent me an article the other day, and it was like the priest who we know. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know why, but I'm
God,
not.
he's
gonna,
a criminal.
Yeah, that's
Who gives a fuck about him?
Yeah, but I don't want to get involved with the church. There's a lot of underground stuff I don't know
Oh
about.
yeah, they'll come for you.
Yeah, I know.
They'll come in you and then for you.
Jesus, Frankie. But yeah, apparently this guy ran into some. Yeah, that was OD. But
All right. It's fucking
that one was
Tuesday evening. How you doing?
That was a reach. But apparently this guy got in some trouble for some stuff. I don't really know exactly what it was, but it doesn't really matter. I was just like, ugh, that was weird. But
It was the one that would scream at us when we were kids.
yeah, we're just trying to play Manhunt. He'd be like, no, you can't. You can't play tag.
He was, it's, I get, so he got in trouble for, taking his hands to Diddle Italy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was apparently engaging in some unconsensual, inappropriate, underage sexual activities.
Kind of crazy.
It is crazy. Like, it's crazy because, like, it happened right there. You know what I mean? Like, everyone always says, like, oh my God, it happens. And, like, it hits you harder when it happens in your back fucking yard.
Well, I don't know that it happened a while ago. I don't know if it happened there.
No, he got arrested recently, but
I think the charges were from...
I think it's been, like, years.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that, what's from the 90s? Like, when we were there? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy because it's right there. But, like, apparently it was the guy that would come out and yell at us.
Yeah.
Because, so, just to let you guys know, in Astoria where we grew up, I lived across the street from a school, and it was a Catholic school. I don't know. Catholic, Christian, Protestant. I don't get it.
I think it's all the same.
Uh-oh.
Protestant isn't. Christian, I don't know what it is, but I think they're more like go hard.
Yeah.
It's like being Jewish and then Hasidic Jew. Never mind.
Yeah, just stop.
I feel like Hasidic Jews are like, yo, we're definitely going
Jewish.
at it. Yeah, like we're going hard.
I think they're considered Orthodox Jews.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I think Orthodox, I think like the way you stand when you box.
Yeah, like it's like a fucking, like they're the cooler Jews.
Yeah, you know. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like like with skateboarders, it'd be like regular and then goofy when you would go the other way.
Just Hasidic Jews, goofy Jews.
No, I'm talking
You
about.
got him. You got him.
I'm saying it's just different.
You got him. Your agent's gonna be pissed. Probably Jewish.
Oh man. Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. But he would like come out and we would play in that parking lot and around that building, like manhunt, fucking
Soccer.
stickball,
Football.
like everything.
Yeah.
And he was apparently like committing pretty aggressively disgusting crimes.
Yeah.
Possibly, could you imagine that? Like he would like come out and be like, "Guys, shut up," because he was like trying to like
Oh, dude.
commit a crime.
I don't even want to think about that.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
In hindsight, if we could go back and tell ourselves one thing, it'd be like, "Yo, beat this guy up."
I'm not gonna beat up a priest.
Beat up a priest. I think the only time you could beat up a priest is when they're.
I mean, you have to really be sure, dude. You can't just beat up a priest on a whim.
The New York.
You're gonna go back in time and look at your be like, yo, I'm you from the future.
This guy gets arrested for fucking or violating children. Beat the dog shit out of him. You're gonna tell me you wouldn't do it?
I'd be afraid someone comes to me from the future.
Listen, I don't care how. There's no such thing as a priest that I can't beat up.
What does that mean? No, there's got to be a jack priest somewhere.
There's a jack priest, but like they give their muscles to God. You know what I mean?
Nah, dude.
I think that's how it works.
Nah.
But like this guy, I'm going back and be like, yo, 15-year-old me, like put the Lil Wayne down. You'll have plenty of time. Go fuck this guy. Go fuck this guy up.
You'll have plenty of time.
I would do it. I don't care if he's a fucking priest.
Do you remember when we played Manhunt? So we used to play Manhunt around the rectory, which was also like these things were all. It was like a church, a school, and the rectory were all near each other. What is a rectory? No idea.
Apparently, where there were rectums being.
I think it was just Jesus. I think it was just like
It was like the
dormitories,
the quarters. Yes.
Yeah, the dormitories for the holy gentlemen, and some women there too who did stuff, clerical work.
I don't think they lived there. I think they just went there,
No, I think they lived there. I don't know.
Did they? Okay.
I think so. But anyway, I remember one time we were playing Manhunt over there, and Keith went into the front yard of the rectory, and there was a bush there, and he laid down, and then he fell asleep, and we were so pissed because we couldn't find him for 2 hours.
Yeah, he was a very good
And I was like,
hider.
yo, you just ruined the game, bro.
He did ruin the game, but he also kind of won the game.
Well, he did win the game.
You think about it, like you never find people when they're hiding. You find them when it's like, I've hidden here, I need to go to my next hiding spot, and then
Yeah.
you find them.
Why do you always have to piss bad?
The second I hide, I am full-time pee-pee trained.
Yeah, it's like...
I have it. I don't know what it is. Thank God it's pee and not crap.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens to me if I get really scared.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta shit.
So you get scared to like crap your pants?
Or like if someone texts me something like, yo, I need to talk to you, my mind just goes crazy places and my body's like, we gotta poop this out.
Really?
Yeah, we gotta poop out the
Seriously?
fear. Yeah, I swear, like literally every single time. If it's like, or if like my sister or my mom will text me just like, Joey, then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like they never text me that. Or if my mom's like, can I call you? My mom has zero etiquette for texting. Like, she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
So she'll do stuff, like, she'll hit me with a K, and I'm like, yo, bitch, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
fuck you, mom.
Or, like, she'll like, do, like, dots, and, like, not really know that she's... I'm like, yo, is this passive-aggressive? Like, are you mad at me?
My dad does that, too, but he also does it with, like, commas. So he'll be like, I love you, comma, 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 comma. Dad.
Does your dad ja?
He sometimes jaws. He did something yesterday that was a big issue that he's going to get made fun of for a long time to come. He was in Florida. He went down there for a week. A cousin of mine passed away, and on the way back, he was like, all right, I'm getting on my flight. Anytime my family travels, they say, like, getting on my flight, love you.
I do that, too.
Nice thing to do. He landed in New York, and he's like, just touched down, Big Daddy's home. I was like, what?
Big Daddy's home?
Big Daddy's home.
What did you say?
I got to it late, unfortunately, but like the rest of my family was like, Big Daddy. Like my brothers and my sister were like, what the fuck is that? I was like, God damn, like we got to talk about this.
Big Daddy's home.
My dad also is like a very affectionate person, but doesn't realize that what he's saying could be an issue.
Yeah.
So like, he'll be like in that example, he'll be like, oh, it's me, Big Daddy. And it's like, Dad, I can't call you that. I cannot call you Big Daddy.
Do you love your Big Daddy?
Yeah, it's like,
well-
stop it. Stop it right now.
Dad, I'm 30. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there was also times, like, in the last couple years, like, not, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 years ago, where we would be at the lake house, And he'd be like, oh, yeah, you could have your so-and-so will sleep. Becca and Miles will sleep in your room, and you could sleep in bed with me. I was like, Dad, let me make something clear. I am an adult. I'm not sleeping in a bed with my father. I don't care if there's one bed and the rest is fucking hot lava. I'm dying before I sleep in a bed with you ever again. Because guess what? I know what happens to men's bodies when we wake up.
Boner town.
Boner city.
You wake up with a boner every day.
Every single day.
I don't.
Oh.
Sometimes I wake up and my dick's just like, we're chilling.
My fucking cock is excited for the morning.
Yeah, it's not
Like, bring me this day.
Bring me. I am gonna slam the sunlight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not every single day, but on the days that it does.
Recently I've been starting to worry about if I wake up too much to pee. Like I might have an old man pee problem.
Why, you piss a lot in the night?
Yeah, like at least twice.
In the night?
In the night.
I never get up in the middle of the night.
Oh, I wake up and like I'll wake up early sometimes because it's like I didn't pee enough in the night, so I wake up with just like a throbbing cock.
Yeah.
And it's pee.
Yeah, and it's
And it's all pee.
I only wake up. I've woken up in the middle of the night to crap, but that's usually because I like drank and then I ate like fucking poutine or some bullshit.
Poutine? Where the fuck are you? Vancouver?
No, you say Vancouver?
Vancouver.
You said Vancouver?
I said Vancouver. You said
there was one night I went out and there's a place across the street from the Comedy Cellar. Called Pommes Frites, and it's just fries in like a bunch of different ways. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the poutine. And then I got it, and I got in an Uber, and before the Uber could make a right, I was done eating.
Poutine, fries, cheese curds,
Gravy.
syrup? Oh,
syrup.
I thought it was so it's just disco fries.
Yeah.
Just call it that. Fuck you, Canada.
I don't know. They're not really into disco out there.
They're not. They're into like the woods and cougars, the animal.
Oh, I was like...
We're watching a lot of Alone lately, and it's set off of...
They do have cougars up there.
It's set off the coast of
Yo, that
Canada.
show's fucking awesome.
Honestly, how long you lasting?
First of all, I'm not going to eat there because I can't kill anything.
Yes.
And also, if I did kill a squirrel, let's just say I'm Legolas with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. And I kill a bear, a bunch of fish. Well, the fish is different.
If you're killing a bear with a bow and arrow.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of bow and arrows. A bear, bunch of fish, all this shit. I don't know how to prepare.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like I would just be like, oh, I'm just going to eat the skin. Like I wouldn't know what I'm doing here.
I would just put the whole
Fish,
thing on a
I feel
fire.
like fish I would be okay because like fish there's not a lot of parts. Like fish is like what you got is in your hands.
But you gotta shave it, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, all right. You scale it a little bit. That's not a
shave it.
problem. But then like what the meat looks like. Like
Yeah.
if I open up a bear, I'll find anything and be like, I guess that I can eat this.
Yeah, like this looks like a pouch. What is this?
That I wouldn't be able to do. And like rabbits are too small.
There's too much. And also I saw one where a guy and also people eating squirrels. Like, dude, I could never.
I would do it.
I could never. I mean, I would eat one if someone could prepare it for me, but I would never get a squirrel and be like, yeah, this is it.
I found one where I was watching one episode where this guy found a slug, boiled it, and charred it over the fire. That's not bad. That's fine.
Oh,
But then the other one was crab. He found a bunch of crab, like little crabs on the beach, and he collected like 30 of them and just boiled them and like ate like a king
that's
that night.
fire.
That's super good.
That I could, but I have no idea how to.
But like
You
these
just
people
boil
that are
crab,
like,
right?
oh yeah, boiled crab. You could fry it, but they don't have the tools to fry anything out there.
Saute it.
There was one guy I remember in an episode, he killed, I think, a moose. And he's like, yo, I have all this meat. I'll be good for the whole time I'm here. Because he's also in like the tundra.
Yeah.
And then it got stolen by a wolverine.
Oh yeah, I remember. Fucking Jordan. That was his name. Bang. Watch that. That was my favorite season.
You guys are on first name basis, huh?
Me and Jordy.
You and good on Jordy.
Yeah, that guy. I didn't even honestly watching that. I didn't know that wolverines were a real animal until I saw that show. I was like,
They're not very big, but apparently they could fuck you up.
Yeah, I assume.
I would beat the
assume
shit
they
out of
have-
this thing.
Okay.
The issue, this guy, there was one episode where this guy, literally the second he got onto the beach, the boat dropped him off. He's like, oh my God. He started fucking like bottom
Crying?
lip quiver.
Yeah.
And crying. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to go look to see where I could set up shop. Literally like feet off of the beach, bear den. Look up in the tree, 4 bear.
Stop.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm done. And he like after that first night, because the bear were coming to his tent, like fucking like scratching at him. He's like, I'm done. He
Dude,
quit.
yeah, fuck that. Definitely not worth your life.
No, definitely not worth the life.
Yo, how is this like legal? How do people not? How has no one died?
I think they have to be like, so like there was one episode where this one guy, a bear came up to his tent, and then he called like the emergency line. They give them like, it's like a bear like spray thing that like scares them and like a big noise that like fucks with them or some shit. And then like if they need them, they like go to rescue them and shit like that with like fucking guns.
I saw one where a guy like accidentally lit his fucking shelter on fire.
Yeah, I
and
saw
I was
that.
like,
You're done.
yeah, he's like, well,
There was one where this guy was like, I showed up and I chose not to bring a flint because I don't need it to start a fire. He gets there and he's like, I fucked up. I'm done. I'm quitting. Yeah. Like the day in, he was like, I'm fucking done.
there was that one guy, dude, I was laughing so hard. I was watching it with my sister and her husband. And the guy on the show, it's like, they're pretty decently far in. They're maybe like 30 days into this thing. But he's like crying so much about how he misses his wife. And he's like screaming to the sky. He's going, put the fight in me! Put the fucking fight in me! And he's crying, right? Dude, my sister just looks over at her husband. She goes, if you did this,
I would leave you so hard.
she's like, don't even come home. She's like, don't even. It's like, you're yelling about me like that? She's like, just stay.
Put the fight in me is a pretty awesome thing to scream.
Put the
though.
fucking fight in me.
But that's pretty cool because like no one said. People ask like, help me, show me. Like no, like put the fight in me so I can fucking go.
Yeah, he quit 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. I think like the next day he was like, I can't.
Well, that's the thing too. Like a lot of people go there and they have families, so they'll be like, I'm doing well. Oh shit, I thought of my son.
Yeah.
They're just like, you got to go there and have no family and just be like,
And hate your wife.
hate yourself, hate your wife, and just be like, I'm ready to die out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's the thing. It's like you need to put someone out there that has nothing else.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna win.
Yeah.
They got nothing else to lose, right?
Dude, it's just like, I get it though. Imagine just being alone with yourself. No phone, no music, no nothing. Like just you out there.
I would be like, it'd be really cool for a day or two. After that, the opposite.
Yeah, no.
It would be like, what did Tucker Carlson say now? I need to know. You know what I mean? Like, I need to fucking know what this guy said, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, there's a certain level of just, like, serenity that I would never be able to live in because my body would just be like, you need a human interaction now.
Bro, not only that, but it's fucking scary. Like, we're from the city. And
Noises, like, that's, yes.
I need some sort of noise, like anything. But like, I was just in where the fuck? Oh, I was in like Roscoe, New York. So I was upstate.
Roscoe.
And the house that I was staying in was like very secluded in the middle of the woods. There was I couldn't even see the other houses because like there was like a bunch of land and I couldn't see anything. Dude, it was so dark that when I walked out into the living room at night and I turned the light on, the windows were just painted black. And even if I walked up to the windows, I couldn't see anything. Mm-hmm. I might as well have been like just in space. And I was like, I am fucking scared,
Yeah,
dude.
that's the thing is like, I've tried explaining this to some people because everyone's like, oh, you're from New York and now you're in Jersey? How do you like it? And it's like, it's a fucking place. Like, relax. But I've tried explaining it like here, noise is comforting because you know things are going on.
Yeah, there's
you know
people
the
around.
world hasn't stopped. You expect that there are people and things going on because like there's so many fucking people here.
Right.
Down by me, it's dead quiet. So the second you hear something, you know that it's not supposed to be a sound.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck.
Something's wrong.
You know what I mean? Like that, and that's why like sometimes like a small little like beep, like I won't be able to sleep for that because it's like I know that it's so quiet and granted I don't live in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah.
You know, I live in a pretty suburban area or rural. I don't know the difference.
I don't really either.
We'll put that on the Patreon.
Okay.
But like it's quiet enough that if there's something going on, it's abnormal. You know what I mean? So it freaks
Yeah.
me out. It definitely fucking freaks me out. And then like in that show where you know there's not supposed to be anything that you do here is a fucking death sentence, you got a big old problem on your hands.
I could never like just like camping, like actually camping, and then I'm hearing like the rustling of leaves. I'd be like, bro, chill. Like,
Sign me up. Kill me.
You know, I need a gun.
I legitimately think I would last one night because I'd be like, I'm just going to sleep. I won't be able to make anything. I'll wrap myself in a tarp, sleep, wake up, and be like,
I'm done.
I have to go home.
Yeah. I'm just here for the boat ride.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Also, let's not forget, it's like 20 degrees.
Yeah. I think they did one season where it was the Arctic. So it was like 0 degrees the whole time. Why? Don't do that.
It's crazy.
Don't do it.
It just makes me feel like useless. Like I'm like, dude, if you put me in like parts of Long Island, I'd probably feel the same way. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do out here.
Well, these people, they're looking at a tree and they're like, oh, I know this tree. The sap is flammable. And it's like, how?
Yeah, what?
Like-
And this guy's like, oh, this is good moss. I'm like, what? Yo, actually, there was one episode that I saw. This guy had a squirrel, and he's eating it, and then he's like, oh, look at that, the blood. This is the best part. As he's eating the blood, it comes up on the screen like, don't do this.
Don't do that.
He got sick, went home the next day.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is like a lot of these people will be like, oh, these berries, I'm foraging for berries. There's a berry bush by me. It's so good. And they're like, I ate too many berries, and now I'm going to shit my pants.
Yeah, it was like-
and it's like that back in the old-timey days where people would normally die of diarrhea.
Yeah.
Like every week.
Old-timey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Back in the day, you wish you had something cool like polio. They died from like fucking shitting too hard.
What was it?
Dysentery, I think it was called.
You know what's crazy? Have you ever had like diarrhea? Like, I mean, like recently. No, I'm not talking about like, you know, I'm just pooping waters. I'm talking about like I have diarrhea. Like I can't stop shitting all day, every day.
Oh.
And like now I need to make sure I drink enough liquids because I'm gonna be dehydrated.
No. I don't think I had it in a very long time.
I can't remember the last time I had it either.
I did recently have the worst stomach ache of like recent memory, and I couldn't focus. I was in so
Farting a
much
lot? You
pain.
farted a lot?
No, I was just in so much. I wish I was farting because like it was just like I had so much pain, and it was because I ate fucking chorizo.
You can't eat chorizo?
I guess not anymore.
Damn, that sucks.
But I did something recently, and I said this yesterday. 2 days ago, I had Hot Pockets, and
Which kind?
the only kind of Hot Pocket that's worth having, pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't get a fucking like, oh, I got the ham and cheese. Fuck you,
Ew, freaks.
idiot. And my stomach hated me the rest of the day.
Uh-huh.
And I told my wife, I need to remind my body that I can't eat certain foods every now and then because they're delicious and because I have to feel the pain.
Yeah.
The trauma is what reminds me. Like,
Scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my head out. Yeah. I wasn't gonna finish it.
Well, god damn it. But like I have to remind myself that like my body can't handle it just to like be a better person. Like now I know in the moment I loved those Hot Pockets. Afterward I hated them, and now I know not to have them for another 3-4 years.
I have milkshakes like maybe twice a year for that reason. Like I get to a point where I'm like, I know what comes after this.
Oh yeah, you do.
But I'm gonna enjoy this on the way in.
Live it up.
And then I'm crying on the toilet.
Live it up and suck it down.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my god.
I haven't had a milkshake. God knows how long.
I haven't had a milkshake probably in like a year and a half.
If I had a milkshake today, I would be hurting for the rest of the week.
hurting for squirting.
I wouldn't be hurting for a squirting. I'd be fucking
Yeah.
carousing for a shpaloosion. You know? And then the squirting part, I think it'll just be like natural.
It's a byproduct
It is.
of living.
Hey, man, you know, don't cook. Don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't finish the joke.
Don't.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, I guess we could wrap it up here, Frank. Where can they find you and your cool shirts?
Definitely not where you bought that stupid fucking hat. F Alvarez 8085 on Twitter, the Frank Alvarez on Twitch and Instagram, and then go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/thebasementyard. Every single weekly episode a week in advance on the Monday at 7 a.m. and exclusive episodes Fridays at 7 a.m. so you can start your weekend off great.
Yep, and you can find me at Joe Santagato, and also Pay the Price is out right now. Me and Greg's game has hit the shelves. You
Yeah.
Go to paythepricegame.com.
Joey said if he sells 10,000, he's going to give me a quarter of the proceeds.
Okay. Never mind. If I send 10,000 copies of that, I'm literally not going to stop until I could fit my dick in my own ass.
You're gonna jerk off a lot.
But yeah, go follow The Basement Yard on TikTok and Instagram at The Basement Yard. And the patreon.com/The Basement Yard. You get every episode a week in advance. And you get exclusive episodes every single week, like Frank just said. And that is all. See you guys next time.
Bye.